You gonna make it, Mama?
Yeah.
Hello, somebody.
Are you already live?
Yep.
I have a terrible lag.
I mean, I normally have a terrible lag, just life in general, but I am live.
Hello and welcome. We might have a few more join us. We had Carol, but she vanished.
Who is somebody? I can't see anybody in chat.
Oh, I think she's back. I heard boop.
You get back?
Oh, it's Jean Peter. Hi, Miss Jean.
I don't have a lot of time, but I thought I'd try. I have something in my mind I wanted to try. So,
Cool beans.
Hello, Miss Jean.
Hello. I've made the decision that I am only going to use my stuff for collages anymore. So that would be my papers, my stamps. I mean, there'll be a little give on the stamps because, like, I just got these new art foamies in. But, you know,
Cool.
I'm going to try.
Hey, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Now, just in case I want to do some chrome powders, I'm going to change these out here. So.
I'm going to put Mandelas on these boxes after I get them all painted.
Cool. Miss Jean, how have you been feeling?
I was great until I got out yesterday and the winds were 800 miles an hour and we drove through 40 miles of dust storm.
Oh, nuts.
I bet I sneezed more in the last 24 hours than I have my whole life.
Man.
But I'm good.
I hate that. Here we got.
It was just last night, so I'm much better today.
Well, I sure hope I'm putting this in the right way. If this thing blows up, then you'll know I didn't. Okay.
I ordered some Tim Holtz Distress Spray off of Amazon, and I'm about ready to cancel it and just go up to Michael's and get it because it is taking it forever to get here.
Are you close to a Hobby Lobby?
No, I'm about an hour and a half away from Hobby Lobby, but Michael's is like a half a block. Okay.
Hobby Lobby has their Timmy stuff 40% off. I had gotten some book corners because I'm doing a journal for a good friend of mine. So
I need some more of those too.
And those, I mean, I've got some other kind of book corners, but the Tim Holtz ones work the best.
Ours
Tina, how are you feeling? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Ours has limited Timmy stock.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Tina? I haven't even been on too many other people's lives. I know you said you were going live soon. Hey, Witchy.
Hi, Tina. Hi, Laura. Laura, you should join us.
She doesn't love me anymore.
She loves you for your bingo balls.
Bingo balls.
Everybody loves Kathy for her balls.
Carol's back.
Yeah. Computer had an issue.
I was about to, like, was it something I
said? No, it just, I don't know. I went in to change something and it just shut everything down.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Yeah, really. I was trying to turn the sound down. It's so loud.
Actually, Laura is working hard. Very hard.
Okay.
Well, I jokingly said she doesn't love me anymore. Why she didn't go live? But she is really, she's putting in some time. And everybody don't forget, tomorrow, Erin's having a sale tomorrow.
It's
And
only a
she's got
day.
multi-sellers.
Does that mean you're selling?
No, I'm having one big sale in April, and hopefully that's it. If y'all saw the size of the totes and stuff, if I have to go all day long, I'm just going to try to do one day sale and just exhaust everybody's pocketbook and me at the same time.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Let's see.
Selling every week or every other week is just too much for me. I don't know how people do it.
Let alone how much people can buy.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
I don't have any orange chrome powder.
Oh no, Laura, you need both of those.
I wonder if yellow would work. That is
Or if you need me to print something, I sure can.
Tell her all of it, Laura. Tell her all of it. Hi, Tina, Mixed Crafter. No, Sabrina. My mind is not working.
I can start out by getting my daubers here. You guys don't mind if I just sit here and stare at a rock, right? That's
fine.
okay.
Make sure you pet it every now and then.
Okay.
We don't want it to feel abused. We'll just tell everybody that's Christy's pet rock.
My pet rock. Yep.
I think you ought to just paint some with big old goofy faces on them and sell them as pet rocks.
I probably would be able to do that.
I'm sure.
And probably would sell better than the ones that I make now. Sorry, that was bad. Let's see.
People like silly, whimsical things. I do.
I just found another bag of black rocks.
Ooh.
Ooh. You didn't have to
Talking
paint those.
dirty now.
Amazing. Hey, Joe. Well, you know, Joe. My dad had a friend named Joe, and he'd always say, "Hey, Joe, what do you know?"
My dad always had so much fun. I had a friend named Abby, and he would always sing to her, "Dear Abby, dear Abby." Definitely one of those. Always wondered whatever became of her. So what do you got going on, Carol?
Just putting together a fabric postcard.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, those
Had
are,
it made a while ago. I just
Now, can you send those in the mail without putting them in an envelope?
yes.
Ooh.
Over 20 years ago, I used to swap postcards, fabric postcards, and I used to have silk 3D with silk flowers and buttons and everything on it, and you just take it in and get them to hand stamp it. You can send anything through the mail.
I've taken a pop bottle and sliced open the side and filled it and put the label over that and mailed it. It went fine.
Wow.
wow.
Wow. I don't think Tampa would do it. They find a reason to complain about every little thing. Did anybody see where I put my blue paint? Oh, give me a freaking break here.
Uh-oh.
Where?
Oh, I've got. Sitting here wondering about my paint. I got a whole drawer full here. If I can get to it. Okay. Yeah, I apologize. I'm so discombobulated. I thought it would be a super great idea to go ahead and try to get some fabric today. And I did not realize that everybody and their mother goes to Hobby Lobby on Friday for fabric. Did you know that?
Oh, really? No, I didn't know that either.
Apparently so.
Because I never buy fabric from Hobby Lobby unless it's on clearance.
Well, the ribbons were on sale, and they're, you know, the ribbon and the trim. And I was already in a very bad frame of mind anyway, because I had my earbuds on. And don't ever do this. Don't ever go to Hobby Lobby while you're listening to a UN Security Council meeting. That'll ruin your day.
Why would you listen to one anyway?
Because I don't know, really, now that I think about it. I have been listening, figuring that, you know, maybe they'd actually do something, but I'm starting to realize now that they don't. I mean, they don't do anything. So, my bad. Okay, I'm going to do it outside here first.
Well, I have to admit, I heard my first rap Christian song in a Hobby Lobby. Had no clue they even existed.
Really?
It wasn't pretty.
Oh, so it wasn't any good?
Well, not to me. I didn't enjoy it, but I'm sure, you know, the people that like rap music would have enjoyed it.
Gotta loosen up a little bit, Mama.
Well, with every step you take, you got somebody screaming, Jesus, Lord, Jesus, oh Lord, Lord have mercy.
You can get that from a cheap hotel room.
Yeah, please turn that mess off. And most of everything else, I mean, you know, when it got to the chorus, you could understand it. Most everything else, I couldn't tell you what was being said. I heard Rapture a few times.
Well, that's kind of
But
cool.
it just so happened I had to go all the way to the back of the store where the paint is. And by the time I got back there, my nerves were jumping.
I like Hobby Lobby, but I do have a problem with their music. I'm telling you, craft shopping, well, How Great Thou Art is on the speakers is just not easy.
It's like instant guilt.
Yeah, it's like How Great Thou Art, putting your money all in my store.
Well, that and some of those songs are always sung at funerals, and I just want to cry.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of funeral songs, don't they?
They really do.
Now
Now,
that you say it.
if they would just play the songs that we had at my mom's funeral, it would be okay.
What did they have at your mom's funeral now? I've got to know.
Conway Twitty. Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you.
It's a good thing you didn't record your mom singing. You're walking in the funeral home hearing your mom singing, hello, darling.
It's a standard joke in our house that I'm Conway Twitty's daughter.
Oh.
My mom loved Conway.
Could be worse. You could be Freddie Fender's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or as my dad would joke, apparently, when I wasn't like being the model child, that I was the mailman's kid.
Yeah.
Well, my brothers and sisters always told me I was the milkman's and the mailman's and the bread man's kid. I paid to do the ancestry DNA to prove I wasn't. I didn't pay to do it till I was 50 years old, but at that point it kind of starts to get to you. Because I was the only one that was like your mother.
Did you read what Joe put?
We played the streak as they were carrying down. Oh my heavens.
That's awesome. And that was a great song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Carol, didn't you say that you lived in the States before you were up in Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't even know that probably a lot of the music trends up there were the same too, but just realized
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
maybe before your time. Oh my goodness, that is the biggest paint roller I have ever seen.
But
Wow.
I have to say, when they played, when the music started for Hello Darling, there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
Oh man.
Oh, I can imagine.
You see, if that had been a joke in my family, one of my brothers would have stood up and pointed at me and said, "See, I told you."
My dad probably would have had him play something like "Here's a Quarter, Call Someone Who Cares."
Well, I'm gonna do, gonna hire a wino. That's what mine is.
Decorate our home. That was a great song.
My brother always, when his band performed, he always did Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain from my dad. And my dad would always come and get me to dance with him. But he played that song. They played that song at his funeral with my brother's, on my brother's CD with him singing it. I lost it totally. There were grown adult men in there crying.
Oh yeah, that's the way Hello Darling was. My cousin, I'm one of 20 on that side, and the cousins that were the pallbearers were the big boys. Tears just running down their cheeks.
Mm. My brother made a mixtape for Dad's funeral at Dad's request. He didn't want anything but my brother singing. He said it was the hardest thing he's ever done in his life. And you could hear it in his voice too when he made the tape that he was choking up on it, which didn't help with the boo-hooing.
That was my mom's request, was that no one we knew sang. For that reason, that it's so hard.
Yeah.
And my grandpa, on my dad's side, his request was that when he goes, there wouldn't be an open casket because he couldn't put his granddaughters through what they did when Grandma died. I thought that was sweet. I mean, and he told us, because there was 3 or 4 years between them passing. So
my dad said if we had a funeral at all, that he'd come back and haunt our asses. So that's the kind of wish that you sort of keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
He was what you would call a man of honor.
Hey, PMR Studio. Sorry, I can't remember what your name was. I think it's Mariah.
Hi, Mariah.
they've been doing some marathons that I've been lurking in.
Yeah, all of March, I think they're doing it.
Okay, can someone tell me where I put my gesso, please?
It's on the right side.
Same place you put your glue 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. No, it's not. I think I packed it. No, why would I do that?
Because you're a doofus.
Oh, crunch berries.
Did she just say crunch berries?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
Apple Jacks.
I always have several crunch berries if the boys are around. So I just get in the habit of it.
I thought we were just naming cereals. Doggone it.
Yeah, because I was about to say, but then again, it's bran flakes probably would have been a little bit of a killjoy.
Yeah, right.
I
At
know.
least it wasn't grape nuts.
No, that's Ken. He's a grape nuts kind of guy.
I like bran flakes.
I do too, and especially like I like to plump up my raisins, which I know why you eat raisins. Why don't you just put grapes in? But I don't know. There's something about plumped up raisins that's really good in steel cut oatmeal and in bran flakes.
Yeah, I like my bran flakes plain. I don't like oatmeal, and I don't like raisins. So that's the picky in me coming out.
Well, at least you'd have something to eat here. I mean, we'd just be like, okay, here. Oh, plain, no milk?
Well, I do like milk.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm not getting some looks from Allie.
When raisins are in a baked good, I will eat them. But otherwise, I don't eat them.
Probably need to get some glue in here at some point, somewhere.
Now that sounds good. Plump them up with rum and then make cookies or cake. I can handle that.
I like the way she thinks.
Yeah. As long as they don't have coconut, I'm good. That is one thing. Coconut and bananas and raisins. That's my 3 things I dislike the most.
You and Allie and your coconuts. Come on, just a little bit of light blue. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You just need a little, man. Okay, that's a little. She's got me thinking now, though. What song would you want played at your funeral?
Another one bites the dust.
I've already got it picked out.
Okay.
But I can't ever remember the name of it. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I know. Oh, no, I don't. Just a minute. I'll find it. Because I know who sings it. And there's going to be a few people that go, eh. But it's what I want. Dun, dun, dun. I'm almost there. I know the suspense is killing everyone, right?
What's that?
What my song is going to be.
I'm trying to guess it actually, but I'm too much. I'm not going to get it right.
You probably won't.
Plus, I can't remember everything that Freddie Fender sang, so you know, there's that too.
No. Wrong genre.
Wrong genre?
Uh-huh.
Hey. I got another set of hands out.
Another set of what?
Look at the camera. Bye, Mariah. Hey, KK. You see what I got on the camera?
Oh my goodness. Those are so cool.
I love them. I'm going to make some all different colors, but this is the second set I made. It came out better than the first set.
So, Christy, do you have a guess?
Is it Hank Williams Jr.?
No.
No. Okay.
It's not country.
It's not country.
Mm-mm.
I really don't then.
Okay, let's say it's from the band that everyone loves to hate.
New Kids on the Block?
Not that bad.
Hey,
Oh.
Robin. Everyone hates.
But I honestly think that everyone says they hate it, but I think people really like it. They sold a lot of albums. It's not Meatloaf because he doesn't really have a song that's funeral worthy. But if he did, it would be him.
I have no idea.
What the hell?
That's what I'm thinking, Kathy.
Sorry. Did that come out? I'm sorry.
That was your outside voice. Yeah, but that's okay.
Why is this so thin?
Okay, now, Jean, you got to tell me now. It's making me crazy. And I'm doing a background here, so you don't want to.
Nickelback.
Nickelback! I kept wanting to say like Linkin Park or something.
If Everyone Cared. That's the song. I love that song.
Oh.
That's not
Tina, is that?
I just got to make them all feel guilty that maybe they would have cared if they should have cared.
Terrible. Is
No,
that Lion Sleeps Tonight, Tina?
Huh?
The song that Tina was talking about, I was wondering if it was The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Caroline.
That would be a good one.
Mine's going to be that Paul Thorne song. You ever heard his music? I think he's kind of more local to here.
Peter says he's playing Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead at mine.
Yeah, right.
I said I fooled him. I'm not having one.
I'm not either, probably.
I'm not even having a memorial service. Just fry me and throw me in the water somewhere.
No, I don't want to go in the water because I can't swim.
You won't be swimming anyway.
I know.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
And don't take me in the mountains because I'm afraid of heights.
Well, good gravy.
Yeah. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Robin.
So we take you to downtown Charlotte and let somebody throw you in a car? I mean, what are we doing here?
Actually, I want my husband to walk, or my children to walk past all the homes I've lived in and sprinkle a little bit of me in every yard.
That's interesting.
Well, the lawn man would just suck you up.
Well, no, I would have it happen right after they mow. So,
Imagine luck with rain.
Well, that's okay. The rain would push me back down into the ground.
Yeah, I'd end up in the street and get run over by somebody that just ran over a skunk. See, that'd be my luck.
Mm-hmm.
Gary always tells me just to drive down a dirt road, throw him out of the car, and go on.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah. All I know is that I can't have a Lutheran funeral.
Okay, there's a joke behind that.
Nope, that's what most of my family is, and I think they're extremely difficult.
You want difficult? Go to a Catholic funeral.
I have, and
My
mine's
knees
not
have
much
never been so
different.
sore in my life as a Catholic funeral.
The
I have
first
to start training for a 5K with all the standing and kneeling and.
The first funeral we took the kids to, they were older because the youngest was in 7th grade when we moved here, and it was after we had moved here. We went to a I can't think of what it was, but they all were praising the Lord and raising their hands, and it was, oh, my son lost it. He was just like, oh, this is so awful. I mean, it scared him, you know. Wasn't anything he was used to.
First Catholic funeral I went to was my half sister's, and then when my in-laws passed away, I tried my best to fake sick to get out of going. It didn't work. I had to go.
Is this like Church of God?
Do what, Christy?
Is that a Church of God or Pentecostal?
I think it was First Assembly of God or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was difficult, definitely difficult. And then tried to explain it, you know, because it was so different than anything he'd ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anybody watching the ACC tournament or NCAA? Listen to me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
So try to change the subject. At least get your terminology right.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to digest that damn Oreo.
Yeah, I thought of you because we had Riley and he had to have Oreos, so we had them. They didn't last very long, but we had them. I thought about trying the pickle thing, but then I thought, no, that's Christmas deal.
You could have at least had Riley try it. Hey, Curly, how you doing, sweetie?
Are you kidding? Riley wouldn't try the Cheetos mac and cheese.
Cheetos mac and cheese. That actually sounds delicious.
Actually, it was really good. And in the Cheetos frame of mind, the Cheez-Its, they have puffed Cheez-Its now. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
They are delicious.
I love Cheez-Its, but I could eat those others by the bagful.
And I was trying to explain Allie as far as like Cheetos and Cheez-Its, it's a strange taste. It doesn't taste like cheese to me, but it's one of those where if you want something that tastes like a delicious salty chemical, then it's kind of like sometimes you just have to have a Pop-Tart and nothing else will do.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had to have a Pop-Tart.
Oh,
hey, Mike.
But the last time I got really, really sick, and it was on Pop-Tarts and coffee, so haven't had either one of them since.
KK saying hello, Angel. I don't see any angels in the chat.
Who's that?
Am I missing something? Christine at Kilborn Creation.
Angel in pink camo came in.
Oh, is she gone?
No, she's still here.
Hey, Angel. Sorry I missed you.
Did you know that Pop-Tarts now has an Eggo flavor?
Oh, please.
Oh, it's
why?
delicious. Oh, it's so good. The Eggo flavor and the Fruit Loops flavor.
Like Eggo, let go of my Eggo flavor?
Yeah.
Now, the Fruit Loops I'm going to try.
I'm a good old plain old cinnamon brown sugar. That's it. I don't get out of the box on that one.
I know those peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables came out with a taco bite and a pepperoni bite. Do not buy them. Do not buy them. Oh dear Lord, do not buy them.
We have arguments, Riley and I do that. He likes toaster strudel. And I'm like, no, plain old Pop-Tarts, that's good.
One bite and I was gagging on those Uncrustables. And Nene actually teared up and his little bottom lip went out.
Oh,
Like, Grandma, I gotta eat this. I said, spit it out, baby, spit it out.
you can make homemade Pop-Tarts. Pringles
Well,
has a ramen noodle flavor.
Oh no, oh no, no.
Oh, that sounds incredible.
What
Ramen
they do? Give me a
noodles?
box of salt in the can? No.
I'm not
Well,
going to tell y'all what I had for lunch then.
I had a roast beef sandwich, just in case anybody cared.
I had a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich that lit me up. And I love spicy food, but that, holy moly.
You know, I love chicken. I can eat chicken just about any way, but I don't like Chick-fil-A.
I don't like chicken, but that crunchy spicy chicken sandwich they have is good.
I
So
had cheesy mashed potatoes, bacon, and broccoli.
Sounds good.
I agree, Pooch. That's a good lunch. S'mores Pop-Tarts. Oh, man. Mike's talking dirty. Have you tried the hot fudge sundae Pop-Tarts?
Not me. I'm brown sugar cinnamon only.
I'll bet Mike's had them.
I used to really like the grape ones, and they don't even make those anymore. So maybe that's why I don't like them, because they don't make mine.
So, what is your favorite cereal from when you were younger?
We never had cereal when I was younger.
Oh, I forget. You're old.
We were not allowed sugar. Let's put it that way.
You know, Kathy, there's not very many people I get to play with that's older than me, so
That's okay. It's not by much.
it's not by much. No, it's not.
Count Chocula.
Everybody can tell their age now with their cereal.
Or Frankenberry. No, Frankenberry.
No,
There was
quit.
such-
Now it's Fruit Loops or Special K.
Does anybody
Arlene's
know
so
what
funny.
quit-
She says, when you want ramen, eat ramen, leave my Pringles alone.
Right. I agree 100%.
Do you know what Quisp is?
What is?
Quisp?
No,
Yep.
never heard of it.
They had Quisp and they had Quake.
Yep. Like puffed
Is
cereal.
that like a speech impediment for Chris?
Oh,
The
gosh.
Quisp was a lot in flavor like Captain Crunch, but it didn't hurt your mouth.
Oh. Yeah, my kids taught me in the Captain Crunch one time. Tore all of our gums up.
It's just a different kind of cereal.
Cereal.
I also like Alphabets a lot.
Do they still have those?
I don't know.
Charlie said, I had a chicken Caesar salad that tasted nothing like a Caesar salad. Very disappointing. Did it taste like chicken? Because that's worrisome.
Ah.
Ooh, Boo-Berry was good too. Boo-Berry, let's see, there's Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo-Berry.
I never ate any of those. In fact, Riley had Cocoa Puffs while he was here, and I made him take all of what was left home with him. All I eat now is Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, I like those. I eat those for snacks.
Have you ever had peanut butter Chex?
No,
Those are
I don't
good.
like Chex.
I don't like peanut butter.
Well, Carol, do you like either one of those?
I liked the corn Chex, but that was a
those are
long
good.
time ago. I haven't had cereal in, oh my gosh, eons. I make my own waffles.
Yeah, we eat a
Didn't
lot
you
of
say you
waffles.
made like pizza waffles or something? It sounded so good.
Yeah, and they were so good.
I like pancakes better than waffles.
I do too, honestly.
I only get waffles when I'm somewhere in a, like a motel and you can get them there.
I make waffles when I don't have any syrup, because then you can put butter and jelly or peanut butter or whatever
Yeah.
peanut syrup on them.
Oh, that makes sense.
I only put jelly on my waffles. I don't like them with syrup.
Kathy?
I'm weird, I know.
Okay. That's exactly what I was going to say. For reals.
I know. I've got weird taste in food.
At least you drink coffee, so we can still be friends.
Yeah, no, I can drink anybody under the table with my coffee.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I hear a challenge.
And you know, it's funny, but I can drink coffee all day long and still go to sleep.
Yeah,
Guess
gotta
The
have
body gets used to it.
No, I have not drank as much coffee here lately because I got my milk frother to work. So I have been having chai and London fog lattes, which both are quite delicious.
Oh, Mike, that sounds good.
Oh, it's a butterfly. I was trying to figure out what in the heck is that.
Mike says corn Chex are only good if you coat them in chocolate and shake them in powdered sugar. He's talking dirty.
Yeah, but you need to have some peanut butter on them too. Yes, I know. I said I don't like
I
peanut butter.
was just going to say, you said you don't like peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter as peanut butter. I like peanut butter in things, especially chocolates.
Yes, peanut butter eggs.
You guys are true.
Sorry, Tina.
Oh,
I just had my special K drink so far.
I love it.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Hobby Lobby's having a sale, Tina.
There you go. God, that's really that is sad that we went from the talk about Hobby Lobby got us talking into morticians and things of the dead.
It's their music, I tell you. It's their music.
That's why I have to listen to United Nations. It's either, listening to Russia griping or how great thou art. I mean, now what would you do?
Listen to Russia griping.
Yep.
Yay, Mike. He's with me on the peanut butter.
Mike, you can't say that. That's sacrilegious. Moon yellow. Oh, I know what I can do with that. That'll work.
I haven't had very much caffeine for over a month now.
Good gravy.
I've been drinking decaf.
Why?
Because I don't know what's going on, and if it's the
Oh yeah.
The one part of it, it could be that caffeine is something I have to give up. So I've watched my sodium and my caffeine. Now, granted, when I ate the Cheez-It Poofs, I watched the sodium just keep going up and up and up, but they haven't told me I have to do that yet. I'm just pre-prepping.
Every time I hear someone say cheesy poofs, it makes me think of South Park.
I know. I can't even think of their right name because that's just how Gary calls it, That's like jalapenos.
Oh yeah.
He says jalapenos, even though we both know it's jalapenos. In fact, the grandkids call them jalapenos.
Well, the little yappy dogs are chihuahuas.
Yeah.
It's funny because things that Nick said when he was little, if I slip and say it now, he'll correct me in a heartbeat and say, "That's not how you say it, Grandma."
Yeah, the grands did that, but they've outgrown that now. So we still call film fume, and we go on cavation.
Aww.
Hi, Curly. I love peanut butter too. I can live on peanut butter.
Bye, Curly.
I use peanut butter for a dip.
Say hi, Mike.
You got pooch. Well, see, the bug parts, Mike, that adds to the protein. Look, it's a pretty dog. Oh, goodness. Aww.
Now I'm not sure I'm going to even like peanut butter with chocolate.
Oh, you thought it was chocolate?
Chocolate kills the bug problem, though, right? Right. Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, now I'm going to probably make Mike pass out here. I put peanut butter in my oatmeal.
I do too.
Oh, Chrissy, I thought of something earlier.
What?
Was the Oreo in the pickle juice specifically dill pickle juice?
I would hope so.
You know, maybe that's where you got the yucky was. Maybe you should try it with a sweet pickle juice or bread and butter.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you try it, Jean, and you let me know, okay?
We're out of Oreos.
A likely story.
They didn't last long at my house.
No red-blooded American ever runs out of Oreos.
We just did.
What is wrong with you people? I don't
I
know
went
you
there at
anymore.
2:00 this morning to get me a couple of Oreos to eat while I was watching TV, and the pack was sitting there empty. Empty. He couldn't even put it in the trash after he ate them
Call a
all.
lawyer.
I got one Oreo out of the pack. I think Nick might have had 4, and then he doesn't like them, so.
Nice little communist. That's it. You guys have read my mail.
Good. I love peanut butter and oatmeal. It's good. It's good for you too.
Just because it's good for you doesn't mean it's good.
It is.
All right, so
Even the dog
liver
agrees.
and onions.
What?
Liver and onions, yay or nay?
Yes, I
Yay.
love it.
Christy, what was your answer?
She's still gagging.
I had grilled chicken livers a few years back. They weren't bad.
Grilled? You got a fried chicken liver, honey.
That's right.
Well, it was at one of those like kind of like yuppie hippie restaurants. I don't think they fried anything there.
Mm.
But they also had salmon patties, so it was like
Oh,
my mom had the grilled chicken livers, and then I had this salmon, I guess salmon cakes, and then they had grits with orange honey butter. Now I'm going to tell you something that was good.
I can't eat grits. It's like eating sand.
I'm not from the grit community, so I can't eat them. I love liver and onions.
Me too. And brown gravy. Oh, heavens, yes.
Yep.
I don't need gravy at all.
Oh, now I'm a gravy snob. I got to have my gravy.
Gravy on your chicken fried steak, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, no for me.
Okay.
I love gravy, and I like to be able to dip a bite or two, but I don't want it on everything.
Okay. Mike, I need clarification on the pickle juice because I think that you took me for a ride.
You think he might have conned you a little bit?
I mean, what is it? Ken always says, at least he could have kissed me first, right?
Yeah.
They were still laughing about that. Like Allie was going to bed that night and she was like, that was so funny. I'm like, okay, enough already, guys.
I can't believe you did it.
Well, I like gravy. I just don't like it on my steak. But I don't put condiments on everything. I just want it to have it when I want that 1 or 2 bites with it on there. So
For chicken fried steak with that gravy, it's just
chicken
fried-
fried steak.
it's just a fried steak sandwich.
Why do they call it chicken fried steak? I don't understand that because steak is cow.
Because you bread it like a chicken.
But is there chicken in it?
No, it's steak. You can get chicken fried chicken.
But you can't get steak fried chicken.
Isn't that fried chicken?
Well, yeah,
Chicken fried
but
chicken?
it's like it's a patty. It's like a chicken breast beaten down and the steak's beaten down and tenderized.
Like schnitzel.
Not
Yeah.
that far tenderized. I mean, not that thin, but almost.
Which pickle juice do you think I had, Mike?
So, one of the strangest foods I've ever had is ham loaf. Have you ever had that?
Once.
It doesn't sound very good.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
I wouldn't, if we were on my channel, I wouldn't be able to tell you why, because I could have gotten in trouble for that or hurt some feelings. But we ate it at my mother-in-law's. And I'm not kidding. We lived 4 hours from them. And we actually pulled off the road so all 4 of us could get sick and puke.
Oh man.
That's bad.
Yeah. The
Well,
one and only time I've ever had it. I'll never have it again.
My first mother-in-law made it, and everything she cooked had to have bourbon in it. I mean, she was a teetotal alcoholic. She even soaked her turkeys overnight in bourbon. But oh my heavens, I took one bite of that and I thought I was going to die.
I wonder if ham balls is the same thing, Tina. I don't know why my mind's on food because I really had a good lunch, but I have another question. I'll come up with all kinds of weird shit today, I guess. Got to remember, I've talked to only 12 years and younger for a week now. So, Meatballs.
Well, yeah, I mean, meatballs are on purpose.
Do you make your own meatballs or do you buy ready-made meatballs?
Make
So,
my own.
yeah, I
Make
prefer to
mine.
make my own, but I know Ken buys them to put like in spaghetti sauce. So,
Why?
I still make my own.
I do too. That's what I don't understand. It's so easy.
It's just like making a hamburger.
Yep.
and Mike, it was well, I say regular dill pickle, sour pickle.
What the Sam hell is this? You got it. It says ugly nobody for me. I was there bones and you're otherwise are going to be in a thank you very much. Bye. I have no clue what that is.
Uh-oh.
I agree, Arlene. I make my own. I like them. I think that the store-bought meatballs taste like store-bought meatballs.
Weird call. Weird call.
So somebody called and that's weird. Okay.
What about the ugly bones?
If you're just reading the interpretation, 90% of the time that's wrong.
Yeah, I went back and played it and I couldn't understand it. It sounds like a very drunk man.
Oh, that was your message? I did hear part of that.
You're sweet.
Maybe it was a
Got my
proposition.
He's out back.
Oh. Could he be playing a joke on you though, for reals?
No, I don't know the number.
Oh.
And his number would have shown up if it had been him.
I think my mother-in-law's ham loaf was like what you're talking, Tina, the ham balls, because it was like meatloaf. It probably is because it was turkey ham loaf.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. They're Seventh-day Adventist and they don't eat pork. First time we got married and I made Gary a pork chop. He was in hog heaven.
So why do they call it a ham loaf if they don't even put ham in it?
To them, turkey ham is ham.
Oh my God, Rocky Mountain oysters. See, I knew somebody was going to go there eventually.
Oh no.
Hell no. ain't happening.
Not
Rocky
even
Mountain oysters
dare.
are amazing.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
Yep. They got to be cooked right, though. They
Mm-mm.
got to be cooked right.
Sorry,
I
can't
think
do
that's
it.
one of the jokes like cow tipping.
Say what?
I think that's one of those jokes like cow tipping. You want
No,
to try some Rocky Mountain oysters?
They really do tip cows.
They try.
You got to remember, I'm from Kansas.
You might want to let your friends know in Kansas that you're really not supposed to do that. It tends to piss off the cows.
I've never done it, but I've seen it.
Oh, you hear how innocently she said that?
That's
I've
what they all
never
say.
done it. Mm-hmm.
But also in Kansas, they tip over gravestones, too.
Oh, no.
I know. Isn't that horrible?
Oh, Arlene, that's even worse.
Oh no, that's what mountain oysters are.
I know, but
Right.
whoa.
And if they're cut right, sliced thin, fried right.
Nope. Just go
Okay.
right to it.
You know what? Up until this point, I thought that everything was better when you deep fried it.
Yeah, there are exceptions to that rule.
Yes, I just made an exception to that rule.
Chrissy,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to challenge you, but I am going to say that if you tried them without knowing what they were, I would almost bet you would like them.
I tried them without knowing what they were and could not do it. I just bit into one and that was it. It had to come out of my mouth.
See, I used to do that. I used to say I would try anything once, and then I went to Germany.
Oh, heavens.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a German friend one time, and her mother would put a 5-pound thing of raw hamburger on the table for dinner.
Oh, yes.
They ate it like it was good.
Mm-hmm. That's considered like a delicacy.
No, I'm sorry, not eating it.
But see, it would be something that they wouldn't buy like raw hamburger. It's something where they would buy like a really, really, really good cut of meat and then grind it themselves.
No, this was grocery store hamburger.
No,
Well,
that's yeah.
Pull the plastic off and slap it on the table. Still on the styrofoam tray. No, not doing it.
we fixed Tina's hungry problem.
Good.
Does that mean we need to change the subject again?
Well, Jean's already starting to bring up tipping over gravestones, so you know.
Just keep going back to dead people.
Back to the dead people again.
I see dead people.
I live with them.
So, you want to know what movies we watched this week?
Sure, go ahead. Were they dead? The Walking Dead?
No. Close. Not really. Harry Potter. We watched all of them.
Oh my heavens.
Sweet.
In 4 days.
Okay, everybody in chat and on the stream. Am I the only person in the world that can never rewatch a movie?
Probably.
I have never seen a movie I would watch twice.
Oh
my gosh, I've watched movies multiple times.
Tanya, where are you, honey? She just finished her breakfast. It's 9:04 a.m. Saturday. Well, we know tomorrow comes.
I don't usually watch movies. I had not seen all the Harry Potter movies. I watched the first 2 and I didn't like them past that. And but when it comes to watching Wizard of Oz,
New Zealand,
Grease, Willy Wonka, both of them, and I already said Wizard of Oz. I can watch all those as many times as I want to because those are my favorites. And Goonies.
And who?
The Goonies.
The
Oh, I
Goonies.
could have sworn you said and funeral. I say, well, here we are again.
Here we are again. I knew you were a Buddhist.
Well, that just took off.
What did we watch? We watched Turning Red.
That was so good.
Oh, I was going to watch that.
We were about in the first half an hour, and I was sobbing. I was just like, I can't watch this. I can't.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm sitting there looking at my kid, and I was just like, oh God. Rocky Horror Picture Show so many times. Oh yeah, Arlene, when you went to Rocky Horror, did you like throw the toast and the newspaper that you put over your head when they're walking in the rain? Am I the only person that did that? Please say no.
Probably.
I have actually never heard of that in my life.
I have never seen it
Oh,
all the way through. I've seen bits of it and it didn't catch my attention. So, but you're talking to someone who thinks Willy Wonka and the Wizard of Oz are the best shows ever. So hey,
through rice, yes. That man has no neck. Oh, these are my people.
Arlene said she threw rice too.
Yep. At the wedding, yeah. Yeah, it was really funny because there was a bunch of, I guess, like actors. They were people that acted in plays downtown, but then they would come to Rocky Horror and sort of act it out while the movie was playing. And it was so much fun because it was like a bar theater. And it started at midnight. So it was like you would go there and gosh, that whole shopping center's wiped out now that had that in there. But you would go there, you would watch Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then you would go to this restaurant called The Plantation that was a 24-hour restaurant. And you would just basically stay there. And there was like right after about 3:30 or 4 o'clock, then all the drag queens would come in. And then it was like so much fun. We would wipe them out of coffee and dessert. But you didn't want to stay till like after 5 because then, like, you know, the church crowd came in and not good.
Not a good mixture.
Well, when you have a bunch of caffeinated drag queens with, you know, kids that really should be at home and that type thing, yeah. Not a good combo.
I went to a restaurant in Kansas City on a vacation one time that was the waiters and or the people who brought you their food were drag queens. And then as the night got longer, more showed up. It was so cool.
Read what Arlene wrote.
Don't forget about sacrificing the virgin, bringing on. Yes! Yes! Oh, I'll never forget my first time. Sorry.
Yes, I know he was. And Meatloaf was the best singer ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have ever even listened to anybody named Meatloaf.
His Bat Out of Hell came out when I was in high school. My best memory with that is we were in Oklahoma and the drinking age was relatively low. And me and my cousin went out in a car full of girls. And we drug Main Street. And I was old enough to buy beer. They weren't, but I did. Hanging out the sunroof and the windows, singing Bat Out of Hell, every song on there.
Yes.
My aunt just found out about that maybe 10 years ago. I'm sure glad she didn't know earlier.
Oh, so you're one of those that like to torture adults with things you did that they never knew about too, huh?
Oh, yes. My children do it to me too.
Mine did too.
But then I just tell them I already knew that. And then they shut up.
I've got to go, ladies. It's been fun.
Oh, sorry you gotta go.
Yeah, I have to go for a little while, so, and you'll be done by the time I get done, so.
All righty. Thank you for coming on.
Bye.
Bye now.
I always thought my daughter was my good child. I was shocked when she told me she used to sneak out her bedroom window at night.
Yeah.
And the boy that I thought was the one I wanted her to date instead of the creep she was dating was the one that was there to pick her up and buying her beer.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I knew my son got in the mess, but I never had any clue my daughter did. She could pull the wool over Jesus' eyes.
Well, the first time my mom knew I liked TJ Swan because I used to drink it in Sears parking lot, it wasn't a good thing.
You know, I hate to say this. I never did the sneaking out thing.
I didn't either. I didn't dare.
I didn't sneak out, but I didn't come home on time all the time.
Oh, I was home early.
Too.
Me too.
Well, my dad wasn't a cop. If my dad was a cop, I was real scared.
Friday nights, my girlfriend and I would walk to the dance. We would not let my dad take me. We would walk to the dance. And we had his police cruiser slowly creeping up the street behind us. Didn't no guy dare ask to walk with us.
The night before our graduation, my parents went to town about 90 miles away to my cousin's graduation. And we had this big party out at Chapter 2. And mind you, I was only 17 when I graduated, so I was really not old enough to drink. And I was so intoxicated.
Hey, Ella.
And actually at graduation, the girls in the seat in front of my best friend whispered to themselves, "She was so drunk last night."
Oh no.
But
bad.
This guy that I had a really good big crush on came up to me and asked me, "Is my head bleeding?" So I got to mess with his hair and look and see if his head was bleeding. And then he offered to take, I realized what time it was and that I should probably get home. And he says, "Well, you can't drive." And I said, "Well, how am I going to get home?" So he drove me, and a friend of his followed us because I lived in the country. And we swerved and made a path all over town, turning every corner possible because my dad was already in town looking for me.
Oh no.
I got in a lot of trouble that night. Lots of trouble. But it was
okay, that's where, yeah, if I would have even been, yep.
Are you the oldest?
Youngest.
Christy? Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm the youngest too.
Well,
I'm the oldest.
I will say this: if I called, you know, if it was something like car trouble or something like that, and I called, it was no problem. You know, they weren't like, you know, they weren't those parents where you, by God, you better make sure your car never breaks down or anything like that. You know,
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I mean, they weren't complete ogres. Some parts were missing, but no, that I think probably the worst trouble that I got into, and I swear they laughed about it the whole time when I wasn't looking, was when we put the dishwash soap in the gas station fountain. That was, yeah, that was the worst trouble I had gotten into. But I didn't do, I mean, when I had my 21st birthday, you know, my dad was like, "Okay, you know, have one of your friends take you and pick you up and don't drink tequila." Well, guess what I did?
You drank tequila.
Of course I did.
Tequila makes your clothes come off.
I've heard that.
Apparently I didn't drink enough, Gene. I did a lot of singing, my friend said.
I didn't get in a lot of trouble. The few times that I can remember were big trouble, but you know, I did come close to getting in trouble when I well, luckily I didn't go across the state lines, but I transported minors out of the county.
Ooh.
And I'd do it again in a heartbeat because their parents were abusing them and they were going to their uncles.
Oh, okay.
And it was really close to the state line. But the uncle came and got them instead of me going into the other states. So, but I mean, and I seen it with my own eyes. Luckily, my best friend worked for the city attorney, so she took my word for it. And of course, the kids said the same thing as me, but it was kind of weird. But that's the closest to big trouble. I did get in trouble when I was in grade school for writing on a street sign. See, the graffiti's been there all my life.
You've always been a rebellious artist.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Susie.
Hi again, Joe. I don't think I ever got in trouble. I mean, other than just little stupid stuff that my mom got us for, but I don't think my dad ever. I didn't cross that man. You just didn't cross that man.
Well, I mean, that would be one where, you know, it's like my dad would always say when I'd bring a guy, you know, for him to meet, he'd be like, just remember, I have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my dad knew everybody. It didn't matter who I brought home. He'd have some conversation to have with them. How's your dad? Is your uncle still working here? Part of the little town life.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry, G.
I'll tell you what, though, when my dad died, the funeral procession coming through each light was held for 2 hours and 20 minutes for the funeral procession to get through.
Aww.
That's how many people attended his funeral. We had to stand at the mausoleum they were putting him in until it quit raining and his casket wouldn't float to the top. We had to stand out there in the rain for over an hour before they finally told us, get back in your cars until all the cars arrived. People were parking out on the highway and walking in.
Wow. Well,
So while he was tough, he was fair and well loved. But he never raised a hand to me but once. Once he popped me right slam in the mouth, and I deserved it. Because even at 18 years old, I deserved it because I said F you to him.
My dad never laid hands on me except one time. And I had mouthed off to him. And he said and I was in high school, but he grabbed a belt, and when he swung, the buckle slipped and it came across my face. So despite getting in trouble, he apologized for days because I was bloodied. I mean, and it really was an accident, but I did deserve it.
My dad used the same tactic I used on my kids. He grounded us. Hey, Carol, welcome. And I tell you one thing, I would have rather, I was the same way as my son. Beat me. Just beat me and get it over with and let me go. No, we were grounded and had all our privileges removed, and anything we enjoyed came out of our room.
Which that was fine unless you got the lecture. The lectures were the worst.
Oh, yeah, of course we always got those.
Oh, God.
I never got grounded much because both mom and dad worked. And I never got in trouble until we moved out to the country. And I had to drive. I had to take the kids to school. So,
My
you
son
know.
used to beg me to beat him. He handed me a belt one time. When he got married, my three brothers, they all three asked him, "Are you off restriction long enough for the wedding? You got to go back home to your room." He said, "Not funny. She can't ground me no more."
But you can sure make him feel guilty.
No, he moved in with me. Him and his girlfriend was then finally his wife. Had a newborn. They couldn't take care of it. So he moved in with me, and I had the same rules. You can be in my house where I go to bed, or you're not coming in. Wow, Christy, you
What are
just
those butterflies doing?
Hmm.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was two butterflies and I asked you what they were doing.
they're dancing on
No,
TV.
I haven't started doing that kind of art yet.
Ah, pretty detailed. And I'm sitting here scribbling and making messes.
I'm just putting base coats on everything I got to paint. And Chris is over there just applying, making an entire art project.
Oh gosh, oh, thank you, guys.
You see what Curly wrote?
What did Curly let me see? What did I
Inspiration
miss?
for the next piece, Christy.
Yeah. Curly, if I ever become that good of an artist, you will get my first not so still life.
I don't know if Ella's still here or not, but Carol's Creative Corner and Save Here First are both eBay sellers, and they have auctions on their channels, but it's mostly household items. But man, they got some nice stuff, and you get it cheap.
Oh, Ella has some cool toys too.
Yeah, she does.
And they are both an absolute hoot. They are funny.
hmm I loved watching Ella dancing in front of the camera this morning on Victoria's. I need to get on with some of the eBayers and do some of my eBay stuff auctions. I got too much of it I haven't listed yet.
I got some stuff I'm thinking about listing on eBay.
We went to an estate sale this morning in a very swank neighborhood, like the McMillions, the McMansions area.
McMillions.
God, you should have seen that house. Nothing in it was cheap, but it was still, some of the stuff was a good deal. I got a lot of lace and doilies and a couple of old books, but oh my God, that place. It had a marble staircase.
Whoa.
Beautiful black marble with gold flakes in it. And then when you get up the top of the stairs kind of turn, and then when you get up to the top, they had a seating area there with a little tea side table where you could sit and look out over the entire house and outside. It was awesome.
Cool.
Curly says she's holding you to that.
Okay. It won't be this week with the kid on spring break, just so you know, okay?
I don't know. You could throw one under that one right quick and have the leg wrapped around it. The skinny
Do
mini.
butterflies do the nasty, or I thought it was caterpillars, or
Well, something has to happen to make more butterflies.
well, you make more caterpillars. So don't caterpillars do the thing?
Everything
Where's
does.
Mike? Mike would know. Ask Mike. He knows everything.
I can see
He's
that
got all
now.
that cool information, pickles and Colorado things and
All right, let's see what Google tells me.
it's gonna, boy, is she ever gonna get some results. Do butterflies have sex?
Which do you want to know? Do they taste with their feet? Do they bite? Do they drink blood? Do they lay eggs? Do they migrate? Do they poop? Do they hibernate?
Everybody poops. There's a book about it. Everybody poops.
They lay eggs. Spring and summer.
Butterflies do, or caterpillars?
Butterflies.
Well,
Oh. So they do make some whoopee.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Learn something new every day. Well, thank you, Jean.
Uh-huh.
Something else I can tell my kid now. Guess what I learned from Jean?
First the basics.
I feel educated.
I'll tell you what.
Humans, butterflies are either male or female. They mate, joining, okay, this is over 18, right?
Yeah.
They mate, joining the tips of their abdomens, and the male passes sperm to the female in order to fertilize her eggs. Then she lays her eggs on plants or on the ground. All very straightforward.
Well,
That doesn't sound very fun.
Okay, how do you tell if they're mating? The male will look for butterflies with wings that are the correct color and pattern. When a male sights a potential mate, it will fly closer, often behind or above the female. Once closer, the male will release specific or special chemicals called pheromones while it flutters its wings a bit more than usual. So just like the humans, the man makes the first move.
and if you walk up on one that's smoking a cigarette, you know they just finished.
So, what was your topic of conversation today? Oh, we went from death to butterflies making out. Oh my goodness. And where
I'm
else could
still
you have
convinced.
so much fun?
Graham crackers and cream cheese got me pregnant.
What?
Mm-hmm. For some reason, Ken thought it would just be super fun to have that for dessert. And I swear that's the night I got pregnant. It was good, though.
Well, you
The
know,
graham crackers and cream cheese or the way you got pregnant?
Both. Sorry.
you
Didn't
know,
stick around for nothing.
my oldest, my firstborn, he was actually born exactly 9 months from when I thought I got pregnant. To the day.
Wow.
There was a
I guess
pool at
that's
work.
good, right?
Huh?
I guess that's good.
Well, I don't know. There was a pool at work, and everybody was way earlier than what it really was. And I said, well, if he's not born by like the 15th or whatever the last date someone chose was, that he wouldn't be born until the 27th. And he was born on the 27th. I guess a mama just knows, right?
I have no idea when or how I got pregnant. It just happened. It was immaculate conception. I would have never done that on purpose.
Well, I know Allie was so early that we were like, okay, if you guys have some kind of pool going for her birthday, just, never mind. And that was the darndest thing too. It's like I had to go to the ER because I had quote unquote food poisoning. And I remember one of my coworkers just leaned behind her desk and she says, "You look like you're pregnant." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks a lot." I had been training for a half marathon, so I knew I didn't look that pregnant. And she was like, "No, I didn't mean, you just have that look about you, like you're carrying a baby."
Mm.
No, I went down to the ER because I had food poisoning. And of course, the ER doctor, the first thing he does, we're just going to have you pee in this cup real quick. And he comes back in and I'm like, "Okay, you got my antibiotic?" And he said, "No, you ain't getting an antibiotic." Uh-oh.
Well, about 2 days before Erin told me she was pregnant, she called on FaceTime. And I told her, I says, "Gosh, you look pretty today. You are glowing." But she hadn't told me yet, so I didn't know. It was kind of cool. Are you home for the day?
Yeah. Oh, he was talking to Mr. Jean.
Yeah.
I don't like this flower. Ugh,
I like it.
it's driving me nuts. I can't fix it. I don't know what it is about it that's making me crazy. At least go ahead and do my border. Did you do your box already, Kathy?
I've got the base coat on 2 of them.
Well, what you got?
Right. Huh?
What kind of paint are you using for your dots?
What is this stuff we use? Sparks?
The Sparks? Cool. Is that the Dragon's Eye?
Metallic gold.
Ooh, Gold Rush? Love those colors.
Gold Rush.
They should sponsor me, darn it. I have sold more paint for those clowns.
Well, tell them about it.
Well, I tag them all the time in my videos and on Instagram, and they're like, "Yeah, there you go, peasant. Keep buying our stuff."
At least give a discount, for heaven's sake.
I was going to say, maybe they'll give you a discount code to share.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes.
I mean, they wouldn't be out much, and they would be seeing how good it was for you, what you were contributing.
Well, I know there's another dot painter who got some free paint from these people. Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Nope, she sure did.
Wow.
Yep.
That don't even seem fair, does it?
It's not fair, but she's a really good artist. I mean, I have to give her credit. She was one of the first dot painters that I saw, and I was like, okay, major jelly. I mean, and she was the first person that I had seen that dotted with a brush.
Oh, I tried that.
And it was funny because she was like telling me what kind of brush she used and then that she used heavy body paint. And to this day, I cannot do it with heavy body paint, but I can mix mica powder with glossy accents and I can do a good thick dot. But I cannot do it with heavy body paint. I don't know. I swear, her and Leona have the market cornered on that mess.
I know about another one over here. Now, where'd it go? Well, I tell you now, if you want the golden paint, do not go to Dick Blick's to get it.
What's that?
If you want golden paints, don't go to Dick Blick's to get it.
Okay.
Not unless you're carrying your firstborn child with you and ready to get rid of them.
Around here, there wouldn't be any place to get it.
Martha Townsend? Yeah.
We have Hobby Lobby to choose from. They used to carry a little bit, but pretty much everything they carry now is their brand.
Yeah, I've noticed that here too.
Yeah, I couldn't even hardly find the Liquitex there today. They still had some Princeton brushes, but not many.
And I'm not a fan of their brand.
You can't even get very many papers, you know, like if you wanted a watercolor paper or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Their brand, same weights. They should be the same, but they're not.
No.
Now, Arlene, does Martha Townsend, she doesn't do brush dotting, does she? I don't think she does, but I could be wrong. I haven't watched her channel in a long time.
I haven't watched any channels in a long time.
Well, if you go to Hobby Lobby again, you can always watch the United Nations channel. That'll get you out of a holy mood real quick. I swear, I remember I got in the car and I was like, I asked Ken, I said, why do they even bother? They didn't decide anything. They just all went up and talked and said stuff and got mad at each other. And then the meeting's adjourned. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I mean, that's like going out on a date and not even getting a kiss goodnight. I mean, it was nothing. At least NATO argues more. Oh, you want to watch some fun politics?
No, not really.
No, the UK Parliament? That is hilarious. They don't play. That's like street fighting for debating. You know, like you have the quiet churches and you have the loud churches. They are the loud church of politics. The back of the paintbrush. Oh, okay. So using the back of the paintbrush as a dotting tool. Okay. Crochet hooks work for that too.
Yeah. I'm trying to blow this to dry it because I don't know where my drying tool is.
Oh,
because if I don't dry it, I'm going to rake my hand across it.
Well, I was going to say, Kathy, if those are dots you're painting, it's going to take you a while to blow on that.
Yeah, I know.
But the drying tool might crack your paint too, so be careful because it'll get the rock hot and then your paint will be a mess.
I know.
That's why you probably should do 2 at a time.
I know.
I know. Yeah, there have been so many times where I've been watching people that are painting rocks, and if they're live and I see them get out the heat tool, I'll come on, stop! You gotta give it time.
I would have not have really thought about that, but I don't paint rocks, so.
Well, it's
Me neither, Arlene.
Yeah, I think that's just Christy.
Yeah, she's a little strange. Y'all know that.
yeah. I'm a little weird.
Just
But
believe
I will say this though, the UK, their politics it's not so much if you don't focus too much on the content, because then you really will get upset. But just to watch these people that are so prim and proper, I mean, just flat out, like, are you any minute you're just expecting somebody to look at the other and say, your mama? I mean, it's they get, even when they agree, like in the past week where most of them agreed about stuff, they were still poking at each other. And it's like a Southern church, you know, you have people in the back going, yep, speak it, preach it, you know?
Amen, brother.
Right.
I'm just not living right. I tell you, I'm just not living right. Y'all have experienced things I have never experienced.
Well, I mean, one of the things when I was with the Oncology Nursing Society, before I went to the Nurse in Washington internship, they had us watch, you know, like all kinds of House sessions and Senate sessions on C-SPAN. And then, you know, then we'd have to watch like different.
I'm talking about the screaming preaching.
Oh.
I had a grandfather that was a Baptist minister, and I didn't grow up with that. We sat there with our hands like folded in our laps, and nobody made a sound.
Oh no, that's yeah. This is more like Church of God type stuff, like slain in the spirit. Or my mind just dropped into the gutter. You really shouldn't use blow, rocks, and hot all in the same. See, and this is where I am really weird. Arlene, you know what your comment made me think of? Somebody posted on Twitter that they had just put Pop Rocks into the litter box. Now we wait.
Oh. That is cruel.
And I'm like, oh, I want to try it.
That is cruel.
Don't worry.
At my youngest grandson's birthday party just last month, that was in their treat bag was Pop Rocks. And none of the three of them had ever had it before. It was so much fun to watch them.
Oh, my boys hate them. Absolutely hate them.
I like them.
I loved them as a kid, but they don't like them.
I also like Zots. Have you ever had those?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
This is what you dry your rocks with, Kathy.
A fan?
Mm-hmm.
Would a hairdryer work?
On cool. You just don't want the rock to get hot and crack your paint.
I can blow faster than that little fan.
That's what
trust
I've
me,
heard.
this little guy's got some power. Hear that?
So
I just charged it. Please don't put your finger in the protective screening. Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, exactly, Curly. Do you want your cat to ever use the litter box again? And I would use the middle of my bed if I had done it when he was alive.
It needs juice. I forgot this thing doesn't work on high for very long.
So, Jean, did you get anything finished?
I'm just making backgrounds. I've had a lot of fun.
I need to do that. I really do.
I'm just using my watercolor crayons on a wet jelly plate, and then sometimes I'm smashing it, and sometimes I'm brayering it.
Cool.
I like them.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll probably, put some stamps over them or doodle on them or something. It's quite messy, but it's all watercolor, so it's a fun messy.
Nice.
And since I
Well,
plan on
Kathy,
it just being background,
Ma'am.
I was just going to say, I realized like an idiot, I used the slow drying acrylics. So I'm going to have to.
I was going to say, she's still holding that fan.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to post a picture after I put the resin on it, unfortunately, because this is going to take a while.
It's pretty though. It came out really pretty.
Yeah, that's going to take a hot minute. But yeah, I'm going to put it. It's going to be in the front yard, out by the container garden.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one out in the living room with the gnome that I did with the flowers for the eyes.
Yeah.
Last week, I'm going to do a rock with that on it for the front yard too.
Oh, cool.
So, and I mean, what we usually, like when I've done it before, I'll have a sign out that says, grab one if you want to, or whatever, like the kindness rocks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always, like you had said, people like the stuff that's whimsical. And it's always those that seem to go, like this one would probably be there forever. So, oh, Curly, we had a cat. Oh, man. It's funny because our cats now, we have Jake and Elwood. And we used to have two cats, Lance and Eddie. Now, they used to be Lancelot and Guinevere, but Guinevere, we found out, was actually a boy cat. But it was a boy cat that was born with his parts on the inside. So it was a very expensive spay-neuter type thing. Anywho, Eddie and Lance, Ken had gotten one of those robot litter boxes, the ones that are like automatic.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Garfield hated that thing.
Eddie figured out how to step out of it without triggering it.
Huh.
And so it wouldn't spin and scoop itself to where the poop would go into the charcoal part. Oh my gosh. I got back to the apartment one day and I thought I was going to die. I mean, Eddie could have been a bioweapon. That cat. Oh, it was terrible. So I was like, yeah, Ken, I'm sorry. I understand that it's very nice to have this convenient little pooper, but oh, thank you, Arlene. Oh, Arlene, Curly's not going to give you your glue stick.
Oh, she already sold it to me.
Well, but then you lost it. So I've got to do one more tea light for my Aunt Ruthie. So I think I'm going to do another one with those muted colors again, because those were nice. Oh, I need to ask you guys a favor, because it's getting close to 5 and I need some input.
Yes, no, and maybe.
Huh?
Yes, no, and maybe.
Okay.
Did you
already ask it? I walked in another room and put my brushes in water.
Okay. A friend of mine wants me to do a journal for her. And basically it's going to be like a book that she can pass to her brothers, and they're going to put like memories of their mom.
Oh,
and
nice.
So I had asked her like what kind of things her mom liked. And she liked shabby chic, country type things. And so I've got 2 different kinds of fabric to put on the journal. One is a lot more shabby chic, but it's also lighter. And my only fear about it is that I don't want any glue spots on it. So I got another fabric just in case. Oh, and this is the trims. These were on sale. Let me see. I got to get back on StreamYard so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Yeah. So this was on sale, so I got 2 rolls of this. And I'm gonna probably dye this. But okay. So these are the 2 fabrics.
The pink.
This one?
Yeah, the other one's more
You don't think
vintage.
it's too frou-frou?
No, the
That was
other
my
one's
worry.
the other one's more vintage.
Right. Okay.
Shabby chic is pink, white, and mint green.
Go.
Or anything, any pastels really. Hey Laura, how are you, sweetheart? No time no see. You know, no. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Most of my time.
Is it just you
So-
prefer shabby chic over the country farmhouse?
Well, when we were looking at, like when I was trying to figure out what colors to do, she said she had like country, mauve, flowers, neutrals, that kind of thing.
Okay, I agree with Kathy on that then, on the florals. And what color would you be dyeing the lace?
I would, if I do this, then I'll probably do avocado.
Which is a slight pink, right?
Yeah. If I do
Okay.
this, I'll do avocado. If I were to use this, then I would have dyed it with tea.
Okay, just make sure that you want the lace to kind of tone down the floral to bring in the country. Put the
So do
lace
you
on
think
top
if
of that one. Is the lace white or off-white?
Off-white.
Can you open it and lay a piece across there?
Mm-hmm. Now, and Arlene has a point too. She said it'll be handled a lot by non-crafters, so lighter may age badly.
Tell them to wear gloves.
You could coffee dye the fabric. Oh my gosh. I sure
Yeah,
could.
that's true too.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, I apologize. I did not realize my autofocus has been on this whole darn time. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
been throbbing. I'm just kidding. You weren't really. Oh God, I love that.
Actually, I don't know that I would. I like the way that kind of mutes it all, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It just kind of tone. You still got your shabby chic because you got your flowers, your colors, and your lace.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, to tie in the country, I see that being just that color. But I do kind of like the idea of tea dyeing the fabric. So if you have enough of the fabric, I would try a strip of it, even if it's just the salvage or something, and see what you think of it. And in my years of making floral displays and things, one of my favorite things to do was to put white and off-white together, or 2 different shades of off-white, because it just made everything pop.
Right.
Oh, I've got plenty. Yep.
Yeah. I would try tea dyeing a little bit of that and see what you think.
Yeah,
Okay.
take it up close to where does that have this the writing on the end of it?
Mm-hmm.
Just take about a 2-inch section down that line, so you
Okay.
got the actual fabric,
Yeah.
and dye that and see what it looks like. Man, that's pretty fabric.
And then once it's dyed and dried, see what you think of the lace next to it. Again, you could probably take a smidgen of it and do it in the avocado or the coffee, either one, and see which one you like better. It's called auditioning.
What would you use as a mordant for the fabric?
I wouldn't.
No?
No, because coffee and tea stain it without anything else in my clothes. So
What about avocado?
I've never tried avocado.
Okay.
If you're gonna do the fabric with the avocado, I don't think it's gonna make the flowers pop out more. It's gonna make them mute.
No, I was thinking with the lace
Oh, what are you gonna use that for?
trim.
In dyeing, okay, is the lace natural materials?
Johnny.
No,
Okay.
cotton,
Well,
nylon, polyester.
Okay, when we dye wool, we use cream of tartar as a mordant.
Okay.
I've not had much luck with the other than tea staining. I don't know.
Okay.
That might be one of those try it and sees because I really don't know. Maybe somebody else does, but I don't.
Okay. I will look that up. Hey, Sensei. Oh, I'll bet Sensei knows.
She's gonna say everything's got to be brown or tan.
Well, okay.
I dyed a bunch of laces with Kool-Aid and I didn't use anything in it and it stayed.
Yeah, I have too.
I didn't wash it. It wasn't meant to be washed. So.
Okay.
And even
I mean, if it's going to be a craft text journal, so it's not going to be something that's washed.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So.
But if it's a natural fiber, it'll take anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's 90% cotton. Now this one, well, and it
doesn't matter. I thought I heard you say something else. Yeah, 90% cotton. You can use alum in that too.
Okay.
What you need to do is just do some little samples of it and then show it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is cotton. Pretty sure.
Bye, Laura.
Bye, Laura.
Oh, Laura, don't leave yet. I wanted to tell you, I just came across the junk journal kit you sent me 3 years ago that I never put together, and I'm going to do it on a lab one day. I had lost it and it got packed in with some stuff.
My hard of hearing got in the way. I thought you said it was polyester.
Well, it's cotton, nylon, and polyester, but just a little bit of nylon and polyester.
Yeah. That's probably things that stitched it together.
So. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the flower one, I mean, and this I can use on anything. And what I may do, I was thinking about making a smaller one and her name is Kathy too. A smaller one for Kathy just to have, because she just retired. And like right after she retired, she fell and broke one of the bones in her leg.
Oh no.
And I was just like, oh, that sucks, But I mean, had she not, honestly, I think she would have probably picked up another job and kept working.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a workaholic.
Okay, guys, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow, and I think it's at 2 p.m. Eastern, Erin Klossner's having another multi-vendor sale on her channel with a lot of goodies.
Cool.
Are you selling there?
No, I'm going to sell August the 20th on my channel by myself. And so far, I have 2 of the largest totes you can buy full.
Okay.
And everything's going to be $1, $2, and $3 so far.
Gosh, that yellow paint is still wet.
And whatever doesn't sell, I'll just bundle it and put it on Etsy. Hopefully tonight I'm going to get a lot of Etsy listings on, and tomorrow I'll get a lot of eBay listings on. I'm going to try anyway.
But yeah, that gold paint that I did around the edge, it's dry. But that yellow in the middle is still wet.
Yeah, I used acrylics too, and none of mine is dry.
Well, it's springtime in the South, isn't it?
Well, it's humid here, so.
Goodness.
You said August. Did you mean April?
Yeah.
You said April earlier. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
And
I'm in April
Curly said
20th,
that.
I think
so.
it is.
Goodness.
And I scheduled it far enough ahead that hopefully everybody else and their brother won't jump on at the same time, but you know how that goes.
I think that's the day I was going to have a sale. Isn't that the day you said you wanted to do it, Christy?
I don't do sales. You know that. I'm done with sales.
You were supposed to follow.
I'm sorry. Kathy would have known I was lying like a dog because I've already told her, no, poke this girl with a fork. No more. No more.
You know,
I didn't want to do
mind.
anymore, but I didn't want to put a bunch of stuff together and try to sell packets either.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like having sales either. But if it was up to me, I'd do a garage sale again. And I hate those because I could do it in one day.
Well, now I'm doing a sale here in town, but that's kind of different. So I got a booth at an expo.
Good luck.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like doing those.
I miss those days. I don't miss the setting up and the tearing down, but I miss the shows.
Yeah, or loading the truck, carrying it there.
Oh.
Yep.
I'll never forget one time we was on the way to one of our shows, and all of a sudden we heard clank, 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 and I said, "What was that?" And we went about a half a block before we realized it was the tent that fell off. Had to turn around and go back. One of the legs was broke on it. We just had to rig it up for that show. Because in Florida, you don't go without one of those overhead tents.
We had to buy another tent because we lost ours in the snowstorm.
I was coming back from a show all by myself, about 3 hours away, and the wind caught on. I was driving a station wagon. That tells you kind of how long ago this was. And I strapped my screens and ladders and stuff that, my display stuff on top of the station wagon. The bungee cord broke. And I was on the interstate and it went way down in the ditch. And I had to pull over. And here I am carrying a 4-foot by 6-foot piece of pegboard in the wind up a hill. A semi stopped and he helped load me up. And he had bungee cords and he said, "Here, just put these on there." And he was so sweet. Get in the car and I called Gary and I just gave him not even a piece of my mind. I gave him my whole mind because I thought it was just awful that I was having to deal with this and he didn't have to deal with it.
Oh gosh.
But it was done. It happened. So.
Now, Johnny, if you need a mod, I'm glad to mod for you anytime, no problem. So, but if it's selling, I don't know. I'd probably run people off your channel. You can do some eco prints.
Johnny gets the people with the deep pockets, though.
Did you see my Evil Eye eco print?
No.
Oh, where is it? Hang on. This one, because I was doing a video, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, man. But it was, let me see.
I know you're not going to believe me, but that's not something I've ever done, is eco dyeing.
It's fun. Now that I know how to do it without vinegar, it's really fun. I just didn't like the vinegar.
Curly, here everybody rob you blind at yard sales. They even have their kids stealing.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Hang on. This one I saw, I was like, oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Tell me you don't have ghosts.
Isn't that creepy? That's so
that
cool.
Is awesome.
I'm scanning this.
Out of 16 hours of watching Harry Potter, that's pretty darn creepy.
Yes.
You need to learn how to do digis.
I have no idea, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Oh, here's the other one.
Dude, that one's even eviler.
Oh, wow.
You need these for your creepy baby journals.
I know. Save those two for put in my pack.
Well, and you can, if you do the digi, then you can shrink it down because you'd want like this on one page like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So
and then cut out of the other part. I'm touching the screen so you can probably see, but like where
I can see it right there.
Like where the leaves probably were down in the bottom corners.
There.
Yeah, you could kind of cut around those because I see like 4 on each side, and you could make them your exactly. And put those on a page. You know where the eyes are showing and then the hands are coming up on the other side of the page?
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Yeah, that's my creepy eco dyes.
Use alum, right?
Yep. And this is what Onion did with alum.
Oh.
There's his lungs.
Oh my God. I could look up there at the top that I'm pointing
and
now.
the kidneys.
It looks like an evil rooster. It looks like they're getting ready to have a cockfight. They're facing each other. Oh my God.
Kathy,
have
you ever taken a Rorschach test?
Hey, I even have on my glasses. I can see evil rooster.
My first thing I seen was lungs.
Well, actually, the one over here on the left, the eyeball looks like a little heart. And then maybe the guy's on the right, and he's trying to give her a sexy eye.
Good Lord.
I see it.
Are you talking about the white inside of the lungs?
I don't know where the lung is. My lungs don't look like that.
Those white ovals. See, I'm pointing to them right now.
Okay, yeah, I see it. I see your finger.
Chrissy, show her the lungs.
Up toward the top of the head.
There?
Look at the yellow parts, what I'm talking about. Go over to the yellow parts. No, go all the way up, all the way to the top of the page. Get off of that completely and go over to the left and right. You see that bright yellowish color? Now go up. You're on it. Go up. You see the eyeballs looking at each other? And you see the beaks pointed toward each other? And their feathers are flocked out behind them?
I do see 2 birds. I don't see 2 roosters.
And I see 2 roosters getting ready to mate.
But I see the 2 roosters aiming for the lungs with their beaks. But if you look long enough at the white part inside of what I call the lungs, there's a profile of 2 people.
Oh, there is. That is freaky. Hey, see, Curly sees it, and Arlene sees it.
Y'all are really starting to freak me out a little bit.
I can even see their legs.
I just seen it. They're like sticking their bellies out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, then what the hell are these? Y'all are perverts.
Maybe it's 2 males happy to see each other. I don't know.
It's their sticks.
Oh, Stacy sees angels.
Ooh.
I don't see angels. I'm just evil, I guess. I don't see angels.
I do.
I kind of see
angels. There's the wings. You see the wings?
Yes.
And the one on your left has a little flower on her wing.
Mm-hmm. Sure does. Yeah.
But then if you put that with the hands and the eyes, it's still part of their X-ray of their lungs.
I still see the silhouettes in their lungs.
Yeah.
She will cover it up so we can't evil
her.
You
can put them all together and go with the oh my gosh, Stacy said the center on the top. If you go straight up what I call the spine,
yeah,
you almost do see 2 faces in there, 2 women looking at each other.
Scary. Yeah, I told you.
Too much Harry Potter for me.
Y'all
Yeah,
freaking
if you look
out.
at it, you think about the classic image of doves carrying something.
All right, let's play with another one, Kirsty.
Yeah, show us another one. Show us another one.
Hang
Let's see
on.
what-
Let me see. See, people are messaging you like, you've lost your mind. Here you go.
They're evil. Don't go back on with them.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
evil
look at the
dog.
dog standing on his head.
I see a possessed dog.
I see a man. Oh, yeah, the backside of a dog. Look, you can see his collar and everything. And I'm putting my finger on the screen.
Yeah, I see.
Oh my God. See,
It's
I
a
was just
dog
sitting
with
there
his back to you, with
that
his little ears sticking up.
Well, I see that as the ear sticking up, all of that. But my first thought is the two dark spots are his eyes, and then the long part is his nose because it gets darker at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I see a dog sitting with his back to you.
I see that too, but the dog face shows up more and more the longer I look at it.
He's sticking his head in the garden because I see two flowers on each side of him.
Those could be his cheeks, though.
So I just flunked the test. They're going to lock me up now. I don't know what the heck that is.
That's the pelvic area.
That's a cheerleader jumping up with her pom-poms. See her? I can see her eyes and her mouth. And she's jumping up in the air and doing the splits.
I see it as the pelvic area, and it's got its joints on for the hips right there on either side.
You notice that Jean is seeing all body parts. Oh my God, I love that.
That is pretty.
That is gorgeous.
Now I see an elf.
That would be beautiful to watercolor those leaves on.
An elf?
It's a Dobby. Dobby, whatever his name is.
Oh, I see it now that you said it.
Yeah, he's covering his mouth so he
Oh my
doesn't say
gosh.
the wrong things.
Okay.
Ooh.
That one's pretty.
That one's my pal too. Ooh, I love that.
That is the Prince of Peace. Because his
Is
face
this
looks
the one
like
where
a peace.
Curly said she saw a bat? Oh, I
It's
see
an
it. Okay.
owl. I see an owl.
I see it now. And the dark spot at the bottom of the page in the center, that's his belly button.
Stacy sees two old ladies looking at each other. That's just me and Jean.
Lord,
Oh,
have
that's
mercy.
pretty. Hi, Brian.
We
What
should
else
have
you
done
got?
this for 2 hours. This would have been
I
so much
know.
fun.
See how many of us are batty. Is that all?
No.
Oh, I like that too.
I see a necklace.
Yeah.
I see a jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern? With a mouth. Ooh, it's got duck
Eyes are
lips.
faint.
It's got implanted lips between those two flowers.
You know,
If you turn
in
it sideways,
the
it'd
Harry
be different
Potter
lips.
series.
Wait,
Oh,
Curly, where did you see boobies?
I know. I wanted you to go back. I wanted to see boobies.
Boobies?
Oh God, now I don't even know which one. This one?
I
Yeah.
missed the boobies. Where do you see boobies?
No, I don't think it was that one.
That one?
Well, yeah, that kind of does. Looks like an x-ray of boobies or your CAT scan.
Yeah, yeah. And all
Let's
those
see if
leaves in the middle are her abs because she's well built.
Oh, we're not wrapped
Then
up.
there's that glow coming out of the circles on there.
Oh, wow.
That's a witch.
That is gorgeous.
That's a
Okay.
witch with a beautiful
Now let's
Oh,
necklace.
really
my
just what is it
God,
now?
Christy, these came
Oh,
out fantastic.
It's a man walking through a curtain of flowers.
Or is it a witch? Is it a blue dress? Or a dress?
And they could do them all over again, upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Curly sees a dragon head.
I see that too.
Yeah.
Would you say dragon head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
His nostrils and his eyes, and then all that at the top is his pokey stuff, scales or whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's your imagination. You can call it whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I now see such a dragon head that I don't see the man coming through the flower curtain anymore.
Okay, this one looks like a CAT scan with the little L and R at the top.
What are those things at the top? They look like Tim Holtz old people.
Oh, they do.
That's what I thought it was.
That was a doggone red onion.
I think it's a cityscape at the bottom, and those people have died, and they're ascending into hell, but they were ascending into heaven.
See, now it looks like a launching penis.
What?
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I don't see.
All I see is people. Those look like Tim Holtz people.
Yeah, you turn it back around, and it looks like a man with a top hat on.
Yep.
Yep.
And a woman with a dress, and they're
look over right by her thumb. There's a hand there.
What?
Over by your thumb, there is a hand.
Where? Here?
Put the thing back. No, where you had it before. Now it's up in the top, reaching up.
There?
On the left-hand side.
Oh my gosh!
See it? You see his fingers reaching up? Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's Swiss chard.
Turn it back around.
Oh my God! Yes, that is a hand.
I made Jean uncomfortable.
No, I'm saying they're ascending, and that's the hands opening up to let them go up from their city below them that has been destroyed by dragons.
Oh.
I can see the man with the top hat on. On the right-hand side is a man with a top hat on. You can see his face. He's got long hair and a black coat. And over on the left, that's a bunch of people. It looks like a woman pushing a baby in a carriage.
Right. The one on the other side, the lady's carrying a white handbag.
Yeah.
Carly sees boobies.
Oh my God.
Now I want to go through and see like how many booby prints I have.
You were leaning on the paper, weren't you?
No. There wouldn't be anything on it. Sorry, I don't have that much.
That hand is scary.
That was sitting on your table for a while, and the whole time I thought it was a Tim Holtz Peoples.
I showed you this one already, right?
No.
No.
That's boobies.
Oh my God, turn that up right. Turn that vertical. Oh, that's beautiful.
Now I see two women, or a woman's face.
Yep, two women.
And the flowers are covering her eyes, and then you see her nose, her mouth, and her boobies.
They're kissing.
Now I just see one person. I see boobies there, Curly.
Look, there's the nose, there are the lips.
Yeah, that's
two profiles.
But it could be one person.
Kissing herself in the mirror.
With the flowers on the eyes, and then she's resting she's got such big boobies, she's resting her chin on her boobies.
Christy's going to paint with her boobies next week and say, now what do you see?
Yeah, that'll be dot painting.
That page is beautiful, though.
You know, they're never going to look the same.
Next week, now I'm just kind of like, Weird. Okay. All right. Well, I have to. Curly says boobies everywhere. I have to go and go start dinner.
Yeah, it's past 5 o'clock. We ran overtime looking for Curly's boobies.
Curly
I'll try
and
to
her
see if I
boobies.
can monoprint some boobies or something. I don't know.
I
There's got to
agree,
be a
though.
YouTube video about it.
If you make them into digis, I want a set.
Me too.
Okay.
She knows I always buy her paper, so I got first dibs. If you don't make them in digis.
All right. Well, maybe when this dries next year, I'll show you a picture of it with the resin on it, huh?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're going to run, but thank you all for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next Friday. Oh, don't forget, Monday Night Bingo. I got some goodies coming. I got some jewelry got some pretty jewelry in the prizes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Gene.